Coach, Red Raider football. On behalf of our football team, we'd like to thank all the faculty.
Final 12 minutes of this ball game. They knew that Kevin Simon had a 9 p.m. curfew.
Yeah, that's outdoors, man. Is it just me or was that the longest third quarter? A lot of scoring, 2 touchdowns by each team.
But it's still been a really fast game. But our first half took only about an hour.
Right.
So you're right about that. So now it is 3rd down and 6 from the 44. Pfizer back to throw, rolling right, fires downfield, man's wide open, and he's going to run into the end zone untouched. Touchdown, Jalen Witcher. Flag back at the 45-yard line. That's going to come back.
Yeah, it's a late penalty flag. Witcher was just crossing the end zone. Getting into the end zone, the official threw the penalty flag, and it'll come back, but another wide-open receiver.
Boy, Pfizer, when he rolls right, he goes ahead and runs toward the line of scrimmage. It freezes your defensive backs because they think he's going to take off and run, and that just opens up a receiver running free downfield. But the penalty is going to bring it back.
Maybe another receiver, ineligible receiver downfield. We'll get the call, but whatever it is, it's against the Bruin.
And it's thankfully so for Tyler Legacy. Yep, illegal forward pass. He must have been beyond the line of scrimmage.
Yeah, hadn't seen that in a while, but yeah.
But again, as we mentioned, when he was rolling right, he ran toward the line of scrimmage. It looked like he fired it before he crossed, but obviously he didn't, and so that bracks it up all the way to the 41-yard line. And so now it's going to be 4th down and 9 for Pulaski.
Yeah, it's a big play once again for the Red Raider defense. Seems like I've been saying that all night.
Raiders need to figure out something here. They're in tight with 3 wide on the left side. I say wide, but they're bunched up right next to the offensive lineman. They'll roll to the left. Pfizer looking downfield, gets to the line of scrimmage. Ball's batted up in the air and incomplete. I want to say that was number 32, Jack Janus, that knocked that ball up in the air.
Well played all the way around. Good pressure on the quarterback. Great coverage, and then they were able to bat the football away.
Most important thing is it stopped them on 4th down.
That's right.
And Legacy's going to get the ball in great field position. They'll get the ball at the Pulaski 41-yard line going in. And, boy, they need a touchdown right now. 11:42 to go in the ball game. 2 wide to the right, split backfield. Buckner still in the game, sweeping left, and getting to the 35-yard line is Donnell. Donnell tackled by number 32, Futa Shinkawa. But he gained 6 on the play to the 35.
Yeah, and it could have easily been dropped for a 2-yard loss, so a nice tough run by Donnell. Buckner
remains in at quarterback. 3 wide to the right side, ball's on the near hash mark. Handoff again to Donnell. Donnell into the secondary. Donnell to the 20 before he's cut down right there after picking up the 1st down and 15 yards. 1st down, Tyler Legacy Red Raiders.
And they're going to keep it going here. Good job by the offensive line.
Running tempo. Check that. Trent Adams is back in the game. And Adams takes the handoff. And sweeping left is Donnell, and Donnell breaks a tackle and then finally is brought down at the 15-yard line. Jalen McKinney made the stop. Gain of about 4 on the play to the 17-yard line. 2nd down and 6. Split backfield, running backs on either side of the quarterback. Trent Adams, handoff, right side, hit. When it looked like he had some running room, that hole closed in a hurry inside the 14-yard line as it was Jamarian Miller, who tried to sweep right and get some yardage.
Well, Miller wanted to turn it back inside, but the defense was there, and he could not bounce it outside.
3rd down and 4. 10 minutes even left in the ball game. 37-25, Pulaski Academy over Tyler Legacy. Trying to get everybody lined up in the right spots. Flag goes down. And I'm going to guess that's going to be some kind of procedure or illegal substitution. It is a substitution infraction against the offense.
5-yard penalty.
The illegal formation. So, again, you could tell from the confusion with everybody trying to get lined up and where they were supposed to go. That didn't happen. 3rd down and 9 now instead of 3rd and about 4.
Yep, can't have it. Can't make those kind of mistakes.
And they'll roll the clock at 9:44 to go with the ball at the 19-yard line now. Snap back. Buckner in the game. Fires. End zone. Did he catch it? No, incomplete. It was intended out there for number 23, LaDavian Butler, in the back corner of the end zone, but he couldn't come down with it.
They tried deep fade route, but good coverage on the play.
Boy, Harrison Lane did do a great job of covering on that deep ball.
Tough pass to make.
4th down and 9 now with 9:34 to play in the game. Buckner in the ball game at quarterback. Split backfield. And the ball gets away from him, and he grabs a hold of it, and he gets tackled for a loss on the play on 4th down. Pulaski gets the stop, gets him out of there. He tried to hand the ball off to Jamarian Miller, and Miller the timing was off. He hit Miller in the back. The ball came loose. It was a mess.
Yeah, it was a low snap to start with, so he had to try to field that first and just lost the ball somehow, and they get absolutely nothing out of it when they really needed to get something out of it.
So Pulaski will take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line. 9:28 left in the game. The thing you have to remember is this is a non-district ball game. Next week, Legacy's on the road against North Mesquite. You want to get all these things out of your system now in non-district. 4 wideouts. Charlie Pfizer. Hands off. A shoe came loose. I thought it was the ball for a second. I was about to yell, fumble. But it didn't work that way. But he got 5 on the play. Got 6, actually.
Yeah, and I think that was Hyman's shoe. So he ran out of his shoe and still got positive yards. Got good yardage on the play.
Got it out to the 27-yard line. Again, about a 5-yard gain. So 9:03 remaining in the ball game. And hobbling off the field for the Raiders is Jaden Williams, defensive lineman. That's the other thing you don't want to do in a non-district game is get somebody hurt now.
You can't get anybody hurt.
Going into the district play next week. 2nd down and 5 with 8:56 to play in the game. Back to throw. Pfizer fires it. Man's wide open at the 40-yard line. Ball comes out. Did the Raiders come up with it? Yes, they did. Fired a ball out on the left side. It was complete to a wide open number 25, Cooper White, and then the ball was stripped, and I believe it was recovered by number 34, Jeremiah Sheffy.
Well played by the Red Raiders. They did give up the catch, the reception to a wide open receiver, but they were somehow able to strip the ball loose and come away with a big turnover.
So the fumble after the catch. And Legacy now with the ball at the Pulaski 42. And an incomplete pass. Nick Bennett was the target for Buckner, but ball seemed to be batted.
Yeah, and if you can't get to the quarterback, get your hands up and try to knock it down, and that's what the Bruins were able to do there.
I believe that's 3 turnovers now for Pulaski Academy.
Yes, it is.
But they haven't been hurt by them. They've got the ball now, Legacy does, at the 42. Handing off, left side, Bryson Donnell dropped in the backfield for a loss. He tried to sweep left, had no chance. Josiah Johnson, good open field tackle.
Yeah, Donnell has taken some big hits as well. I talked about the fact that Adams, the quarterback, had taken some big hits. Donnell has also taken some big hits tonight.
No gain on the play. It's 3rd down and 10. Slot to the left, 2 wideouts to the right. Running backs on the right side of Buckner. Back to throw. Rushing, rolling right, looking downfield. Pressure in his face, he gets sacked. Got sacked back at the 49-yard line by number 40, Luke Witham. Boy, that's one play you didn't need to take.
Yeah, you can't hold on to the football that long. There wasn't a receiver open. Got to get rid of the football and at least save the yardage with good pursuit by the Bruins.
Dropped him all the way back at the 48-yard line. You would think they might consider punting this football, but Buckner's in the game on 4th down and 16, and he's going back to throw. And he's throwing it deep over the middle, and the only man there is a Pulaski defender who intercepts it, takes it back 30, 40, 50, flag goes down as he goes out of bounds after a long return. Interception was made by number 11, Dylan Allison.
Well, a couple of more penalty flags after the play, so about 3 penalty flags on the play. I think the interception will stand. The penalty flags are on the return.
And if that's the case, that's 5 turnovers for the Red Raiders.
Yeah, hard to beat anybody when you turn the football over that way. And that ball was just floated out there midfield, easy interception. I believe that was Allison.
Yep.
Number 40 of the defense.
Defense call for holding. Now, does that wipe off the interception?
No, the interception will stand.
Okay, the interception stands is just to lose the yardage. So Legacy guilty of 5 turnovers tonight, and they trail 37-25 with 7:17 left in the game. And Pulaski Academy has the ball at their own 29-yard line. Snap back, Pfizer, middle screen. Man open, goes to the 40, 45-yard line. And again, it is Cooper White this time who picks up the first down for Pulaski Academy at the 45-yard line, a 16-yard gain.
Yeah, the middle of the field was wide open for the middle screen and an easy first down.
1st and 10 now, Pulaski at their own 45. Handoff into the secondary. Boy, he is quick as a hiccup, is the running back, Joe Hyman. And Hyman picks up another first down all the way to the 42-yard line, a 12-yard gain for the Bruins.
Yeah, just a quick hitter right up the middle of Hyman. Hasn't found a whole lot of running room tonight, but he did on that play.
Ball's at the Legacy 42-yard line, 1st and 10. Pulaski Academy with 2 wideouts either side. Handed off to Hyman, sweeping left, breaks the tackle into the 40, 35, 30. Out of bounds at the 23-yard line. And it's another first down for Pulaski.
Yeah, he broke several tackles again. Probably should have been tackled for no gain, but broke several tackles.
He broke at least 3, Kevin.
And another big run.
So they'll bring the ball all the way down to the 22-yard line. That was a 21-yard gain. And it's 1st and 10, Pulaski Academy trying to put this thing away. 3 wide to the right, the ball's on the far hash mark. Pump fake by the quarterback, throws it into the end zone, it's dropped. Witcher was hit right in the numbers with it. Defender did a good job of getting in there and maybe scraping the ball away. That's not I don't know. He was burned. Actually, the coverage was by Adam Mitchell, but honestly, when looking at the replay, the ball was well thrown. It was right there. Witcher just flat dropped
I think he must have did just enough to distract the receiver. Should have been caught for a score.
Can't give Mitchell the credit. Maybe I wanted to. Sorry about that. 2nd down and 10 at the 22-yard line. 5:55 to play in the game. Bruins lead 37-25. Handoff up the middle. Hyman, 10 to the 8. First down, Pulaski Academy. They're just wearing them down now.
And that's what you're seeing. You're seeing a tired defense just getting knocked off the football. And listen, they spent a whole lot of time on the football field tonight.
Aaron Sears was the man that saved the touchdown, but you kind of feel like the inevitable is about to happen here. Ball's at the 8. Touchdown here, you think it pretty much puts it out of reach. 37-25 the score. 5:22 and counting. Clock just rolling now. Long snap. They're letting the play clock run down now. They're going to milk that clock. Play action. Slant to the end zone. Incomplete. Intended for number 25, Cooper White. Ball was overthrown.
Yeah, tried to get to him on a quick slant. Pretty good coverage, but a poorly thrown football. One of the few tonight.
Got to tell you, Kevin, these guys are impressive.
They are.
They run like a well-oiled machine. And, again, they've got 6 games under their belt coming into tonight. So they've had a chance to work out a lot of bugs. They have no bugs, it looks like. 2nd and goal from the 8. They're in a tight formation, far hash mark. Pfizer rolls to his right, fires end zone, man's wide open, caught, touchdown. Number 1, Jalen Witcher. That was just too easy.
Yeah, it's been easy like that all night. Another wide open receiver on a simple out route. Not sure what happened to the defensive back in coverage, but it's yet another wide open receiver for a score.
That makes it 43-25. And now they're going to line up and go for 2. Bunch formation to the right. Pfizer back to throw. Pressure coming from his left side. Ball thrown into the end zone. Broken up. 2 points, no good. Score sits at Pulaski Academy 43. Tyler Legacy 25 with 5:05 remaining. Let's take a 30-second timeout on 92.1 FM, The Team.
Locations, more choices, more convenience. Peters Pre-Owned now has 2 locations to serve East Texas. Peters Pre-Owned Center in Longview and the all-new Peters Auto Sports in Tyler. The largest inventory of trucks, cars, motorcycles, ATVs, and side-by-sides in all of East Texas. Shop our inventory on either website to see all our inventory and take advantage of our nationwide free delivery. Peters Pre-Owned Center in Longview. Peters Auto Sports in Tyler. More locations, more choices, more convenience.
Open next week. Should be open next week.
Okay, thank you.
Yes, sir.
So, Charlie Pfizer for Pulaski Academy has thrown 5 touchdown passes tonight. The last one, 8 yards to Jalen Witcher. And that makes the score 43-25. Pulaski Academy with 5:05 left in the game. And, Kevin, you corrected me on the schedule. You guys are open next week.
Right.
Following week, you go to North Mesquite.
So a 7-play, 2-minute and 12-second drive that went 71 yards.
Pulaski Academy's just been rolling. I like this one. A kick onside, one of those elephant ball kicks, whatever you want to call them. And it's fallen on by Lee. But the great thing is the kicker kneeled down like he was tying his shoe, stood up, and then he was face to the right, kicked the ball to the left, and it did that watermelon kick like the Cowboys did against the Falcons.
They almost pulled it off.
I mean, it was rolling in slow motion, and everybody was just standing there waiting for it to go for 10 yards. Legacy was able to fall on it. Well, they're a tricky bunch.
They are tricky.
They are creative.
Well-coached team.
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
5:05 left in the game. Ball's at midfield. The Legacy Red Raiders hand it off. Up the middle. And Bryson Donnell with no room to run. Might have gained a yard, maybe 2 on the play. To the 48.
Yeah, nothing. Pulaski, they'll take this. They just want to wrap this up, get out of here healthy.
Well, again, we know that Tyler Legacy is not known for throwing the football very much. If you get way behind and you're that dependent on your running game, it's going to be hard to come from behind this far back. Back to throw. Buckner. Buckner has a man. Oh, it's dropped. It's dropped at the 3-yard line. Man was wide open, had a step on the defender. Donnell was the man that just flew out of the backfield, and he had 3 steps on the defensive back and just dropped it at the 5-yard line.
Yeah, should have been caught.
Cameron Mercer was the defender that was burned.
Yeah, good pass on the play, but just not able to make the connection.
3rd down and 8. With 4:27 to go in the game, clock is stopped right now. 43-25, Pulaski Academy. Back to throw. Buckner rolls right, pressure, throws it out of bounds, incomplete. And we're looking at 4th down now.
4th and a little ways to go. Obviously, they'll go for it here.
Well, we mentioned when we talked about it, when you're talking about throwing a game together as quickly as you had to put this one together when the Allen game went away, and then you've got to prepare for a team that does all the stuff that this bunch does.
Yeah, not easy to do.
What a nightmare that must have been for the coaching staff at Tyler Legacy to try to game plan against this. 4th down, and they're going to go for it. Buckner drops straight back. Pressure's coming. He'll roll right. Ball comes out loose. Fumble recovered at the 40 by Pulaski Academy.
Is that turnover number 6?
Yes, sir. Luke Witham recovers the fumble. 6 turnovers for the Tyler Legacy Red Raiders.
Backside blitz finally caught up to him and knocked the football out. Another turnover.
4:16 left in the ball game. It really has kind of deteriorated here in the second half.
Yeah, really sloppy game for the Red Raiders with all the turnovers. But give some credit to Pulaski Academy.
Pulaski Academy's good.
Yeah,
they're
good.
impressive.
Hey, 8 championships since 2003, state championships since 2003, and 4 straight from 2014 to 2017.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
So the ball is at the Tyler Legacy 40-yard line. They will hand it off.
Direct snap to.
And that's that big boy again, who's took the. He already has recovered a couple of fumbles tonight, Azarius Wood. But they're just. I think they will be content to try to run this clock out now.
And they don't want to get their quarterbacks hurt, so they're just going to let Big Woods, who's listed as a linebacker, 235, just take the direct snap on that play.
Well, I'm having a hard time imagining anybody in the district that's going to have as impressive a passing attack and as creative a passing attack.
It's really creative, man.
As Pulaski Academy has had tonight. They'll run it out of an I formation. Oh, look at this. Woods is going to throw it. Woods caught it. It was caught at the 28-yard line. And it's a 1st down for Pulaski. So they're not finished
throwing. They're not taking it off the game.
No, sir. And they're not at all afraid to show you anything. Cooper White caught the ball. The big linebacker, he's, like I said, about 240 pounds, was playing running back, and they direct snapped it to him. He rolled left and threw a completion.
And what you're going to see when the Red Raiders take the field in 2 weeks, you're going to see some of this offense that they're running.
Dude,
Legacy's going to try to run some of that stuff.
I'm telling you.
Easier said than done, but they've got to steal some of these plays.
Well, they are at the 24-yard line as Pulaski Academy now with 2:52 to go. And again, a wildcat situation where the running back is going to sweep left, breaks a tackle, still going at the 10. He walks into he called him out of bounds at the 10-yard line. Joe Hyman, I thought he was going to tightrope the sideline and go in for a score.
Yeah, it's
fans are sounding a little cranky
now.
now.
Defense. They've spent a whole lot of time on the field. They are definitely defeated, and they're just having a hard time tackling down the stretch.
Get some heart.
He wants them to get some heart, did you? Again,
I think getting a stop would be preferable right now.
Probably, yeah.
Okay, 1st and goal at the 10-yard line for Pulaski Academy. With 2:39 left in the game. Man in motion to the near side. They'll hand it off. Going into the end zones, walking the dog. That's just way too easy. Number 23, Josiah Johnson. Touchdown, Pulaski Academy.
Yeah, easy run, as you mentioned. Again, I'm not sure he was touched. Just a good job of blocking to the left side of the formation, but a good cut by Johnson as well to get into the end zone.
And nobody even waved at him as he went by. Now they got a chance to put 50 on them.
Yeah, I mean, and their average is 45. And when this game started, I didn't think the Bruins would get to their average, but they're beyond it.
Well, again, it was 8-0 at the end of the first quarter. Kick is up, and it is good. And with 2:34 to go in the ball game, it's now Pulaski Academy 50 and Tyler Legacy 25. Back in 1 minute on 92.1 FM, The Team.
locations, more choices, more convenience. Peters Pre-Owned now has 2 locations to serve East Texas. Peters Pre-Owned Center in Longview and the all-new Peters Auto Sports in Tyler. The largest inventory of trucks, cars, motorcycles, ATVs, and side-by-sides in all of East Texas. Shop our inventory on either website to see all our inventory and take advantage of our nationwide free delivery. Peters Pre-Owned Center in Longview. Peters Auto Sports in Tyler. More locations, more choices, more convenience.
There are a lot of mobile home dealers in East Texas, but Tandem Home Center in Tyler is the only one that's been in business since 1976. Tandem Home Center operate their own delivery service and has the largest parts department in East Texas. Need a loan with competitive rates? They have you covered. Quality, experience, trust. Stop by today. Tandem Home Center, Highway 31, just west of the Loop in Tyler.
Brian Houston and Kevin Simon in the final 2:34 of this ball game. Pulaski Academy has opened this thing up to 50-25 now, and they kick it off. Bounces at the 10, picked up by Legacy, and he's going to be dropped at the 14-yard line. And it was number 4, Jamarian Miller, rather. And so a tough second half for the Tyler Legacy Red Raiders. 6 turnovers in the ball game, 5 touchdown passes for Charlie Pfizer. And it's been all Pulaski Academy here in the second half. And so they'll hand it off. Man, right there in the backfield, dropped for a loss on the play. No chance for Rashad Ellis in the ball game for the first time.
They're getting some backups in there. Of course, the Red Raiders don't want to get anybody hurt, as well as they get, again, the bye week next week before they start district play in a couple of weeks.
And you say they play Dallas Skyline.
Skyline on the 30th, yeah,
all right.
2 weeks from
Quick snap and a handoff and a sweep, and then he cuts it inside. Does number 28, Kason Carpenter, for a short gain on the play with time ticking down inside a minute 45 to go in the ball game.
Joseph Osman with the tackle.
Red Raiders will fall to 2-2 on the year. Go ahead, Kevin.
Yeah, not sure what the Red Raiders will be able to take away from this game. I'm sure there's something, but I wouldn't call it a dominating performance. Maybe the second half was for the Bruins, but it just got away from them.
I tell you, they've got to get their pass defense fixed because they had guys running free in the end zone.
All night.
And I don't know how much of that's all the eye candy that Pulaski Academy shows you. They dink and dunk, and then all of a sudden they'll hit you over the top. So there's got to be, I guess eye discipline in the secondary. Yeah. And then the other thing is you just can't turn the ball over 6 times.
Can't turn the ball over, and still they're having trouble protecting the quarterbacks, which they did against Longview last week.
Low snap, rolled back to the punter, and he put his foot into it. It's a good punt, and it's going to be bounce at the 48-yard line, take a Tyler Legacy roll, and die at the 42. So actually they'll spot the ball at the 39, and Pulaski Academy is going to get one more time with the ball with 45 seconds to go in the ball game. We hope you'll stick around after the game for the Citizens First Bank post-game show. And Kevin, you have the duty. I'm going to give you the duty of picking the Chick-fil-A Tyler Player of the Game.
Okay.
I think it's kind of easy tonight.
Yeah, Miller probably.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking.
I think you probably got to go with
multiple touchdowns. Yeah. But they'll send 3 wide outs stacked one right behind the other to the left. They throw a screen out to the left at the 42 and out of bounds after a big hit, and a flag goes down. And they might have thought that hit was out of bounds.
Yeah,
but the catch was made by number 2, Nick Geisel. And apparently it may be unnecessary roughness. Yeah, we'll see.
Red Raiders a little frustrated again. Pulaski, they're not taking their foot off the gas. They're still throwing the football with 39 seconds left.
Well, they do a lot of unorthodox things, and so it should come as no surprise Oh, okay. They thought maybe targeting. They called that off after discussion. Good. 39 seconds left in the ball game. It's going to be 2nd down and 3 at the 46. And Kevin, I'll just tell you while we're winding this thing down, I enjoyed doing the ball game with you tonight. It's been
Always
a while.
enjoy it, yeah.
2nd and 3. Quick flip, running right side on a sweep, tackled from behind. Will Hawkins had the jet sweep, and he was tackled out there by number 32, Jack Janis. But it's a 1st down with 20 seconds to go, and you wonder if Pulaski Academy would be willing to just go ahead and let the clock run out or take a knee. They'll hand it off, sweeping left, and taken down is number 27, Sam Ryans. That's the ball game. Final play of the game, and that is the game. Our final score, Pulaski Academy 50, Tyler Legacy 25. We want to say thank you to the folks at the Z, KETK.com, and Fox51.com for watching the ball game tonight. We say goodnight to you. We ask those of you listening on 92.1 FM The Team online to stick around for the Citizens First Bank postgame show. We'll be back in 3 minutes on 92.1 FM The Team.